everybody. It's Lucas again coming at you live from the Elevate Real Estate Studio here in Cookeville, Tennessee. And guys, I want to talk with you today about a book that we've been reading here in the office. Every quarter, we read a book together on the team, and on our Monday meetings, different people share their readings from the book, and it's kind of like it's little assignments, if you will. And we all read out of the book, and we come back and, like I said, we present what we learned. The book we're reading this quarter is John Maxwell's Make Today Count. And if you don't know John Maxwell, oh guys, you are missing out on such great wisdom and knowledge and education. John Maxwell has been public speaking for years, motivational speaker, genuinely cares about helping people. And he wants to help you make your days count. My chapter that I presented from was chapter 3, and this chapter talks about health. And there's some kind of no-brainer stuff in here, like what I'm talking about, like that stuff is eat right, exercise daily, and, take care of your body. We only have one body in this lifetime, and we have to take care of it. And how do you take care of it? I just said it. You got to eat right. If you put garbage in your body, garbage is going to come out, and you're going to make the quality of this vessel, this body, go down with eating that garbage. So eat fruit, eat veggies, lots of protein, just eat right. Cut out processed foods, cut out sugars. If you like sugar, maybe minimize it, maybe use a sugar substitute, but eat right. Exercise daily. John Maxwell in chapter 3 here, he talks about he exercises, I believe it's 5 times a week, 35 minutes a day. That is his bare minimum. And I know some people, they work out 7 days a week. Listen, exercise may not be fun, but it's totally worth it, and it adds to the longevity. So you are able to live longer so that you can help more people. And that's why we're here on this earth, is to help people. And, get good night's sleep. That's, some kind of no-brainer stuff with health. It's stuff we've heard our whole lives. And then again, if this is the first time you're hearing it, listen, you got to eat right. You got to sleep well, get a good night's sleep. Try to minimize stress. But one thing in this chapter that I particularly really loved, and it starts on page 25, and it's a very short section. I mean, you can kind of see it here. It's like from here down to here. It's just one paragraph, 2 paragraphs, and a sentence. So it's not that much material that he's talking about, but the material is so great. And I'm just going to read it to you straight from the book. Have a purpose worth living for. Nothing is better than perspective for helping a person want to do the right thing. When you have something to live for, not only does it make you desire a long life, but it also helps you to see the importance of the steps along the way. Seeing the big picture enables us to put up with little irritations. It's hard to find motivation in the moment when there is no hope in the future. A sense of purpose helps a person to make a decision to change and then to follow through with the discipline required to make that change permanent. I found that to be true after my heart attack. A friend who spent a lot of time with me during my recovery saw me pass on desserts time after time, something that was not characteristic of me, and finally he asked, "Have you lost your cravings for dessert?" "No," I answered, "but my cravings for life is greater." So, and in the chapter where he talks about John had a heart attack at the early part of this chapter, and he had great results with a great doctor who was able to come in and help him immediately. Part of the post heart attack life for John is he had to pass up on sweets, which is something that he really, really loves. I really, really like my sweets, and I love my chocolate. I'm a sucker for Reese's peanut butter cups. If you come into my office, I've got a snack drawer that I keep those in there. But I'm a lot better than I was. Used to be, I'd eat 4, 6, 8 of those things a day. Now I try to limit myself to about 1, 2 a day. I'm even trying to cut that down more, maybe even, 2 a week. Who knows what's in store for me on that, but I know I'm trying to get better. So, other things that this chapter talks about is do work you enjoy. I'm sure you've heard it before. Do what you enjoy and you'll never have to work a day in your life. There's a lot of truth to that. Some other things that this chapter talks about is find your pace. And guys, part of taking care of yourself includes finding and maintaining the pace that's right for you. Don't move too fast or you'll burn out. Don't move too slow or you'll get lazy and complacent. That's what I gotta, tell you about that. And guys, it's okay if your pace isn't the same as somebody else's. That's perfectly fine. We all have our own journey to go through in this life. We all have our own lives to live. Joe down the street living his life isn't necessarily how you have to live your life. Laugh often, guys. Seriously, laugh often and don't take yourself way too seriously because life's short and there's no point in taking it too seriously. You got to have a little fun with it. And if you do laugh a little bit more, actually a lot more, everything's just going to be better for you in general. I was talking about eating right earlier, and it does talk a lot about that here in the chapter. And here's something I highlighted out of the chapter. The key to healthy eating is moderation and managing what you eat every day. And this does ring true with me because I do know my dad I heard this a lot from him growing up my whole life. You can eat pretty much whatever you want, just don't eat too much of it and work enough to burn that off from you. That really rings true with me, and I do know I personally need to exercise more. One of my personal favorite exercises is walking. And I can attest to say, if you don't like lifting weights, or if you don't like doing those strenuous, lifting heavy things kind of exercises, go for a walk. Like seriously, that is one of the best exercises I can recommend. And when you go for a walk, you will go outside and get you some vitamin D. We all got to have vitamin D. Go out at night, go for a run in the gym. It doesn't matter where you do it, just that you're doing it. John Maxwell does it on a treadmill in his house. So, just whatever you do, do it with 100% conviction. That's what you got to do it. That's several things we talked about health, and that is what I wanted to talk with you guys about today, because that is what chapter 3 in Make Today Count talks about. I just want to leave you guys with this, and I've said it already in the video, I'll say it again. You got to eat right, you got to limit your stress, try to do things that bring you joy, things that you love doing, and find a way to make money doing that. You'll be so much better, and you'll be able to be helping people doing what you love to do. And you'll be fulfilling your purpose. And guys, I highly recommend just try to find your purpose in your life. And if you're trying to figure out what is my purpose, go out and help somebody. Go out and help your neighbor, and I guarantee you that will help you find your purpose. Go out and help somebody today. And if you need help today, buying or selling a home or land, call us today, 931-283-2312. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.